I'm Stacie Bratcher, your Kearney Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, and this is Take Note Kearney, sponsored by the Kearney Trust Company, where they believe in the power of community and shopping locally. Today we have with us Michele Vaughan from Sunrise Hill Flower Farm.
That's right.
Wow, how fun to work with flowers all day long.
It's a dream come true. It really is.
Awesome. Tell us about the farm.
We're located just northwest of Kearney, just 5 miles north of 92 on C Highway. We moved to the area at the end of 2020, coming from a small, city lot in town. I've always lived in town. And when we moved here, I stood and looked across my kingdom, vast acreage, and said, what can I do with this? And flowers were an obvious choice because of some of the things that I did in my younger years.
You were a florist at one time.
I was. For nearly 20 years,
Wow.
I was a florist. I started when I was 16.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, delivering flowers after school at our small town flower shop in Gardner, Kansas, back when Gardner was small. It was just one of those things where it was a holiday of some kind, probably Valentine's Day, and they needed some help, and they said, Michele, you've been promoted. You're not just a delivery driver, you're going to learn how to design.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was, into flowers ever since.
Nice. And you were out in your fields today harvesting flowers. What's in season?
I was. Well, it's early spring flowers right now, so we have campanula, or somebody said the other day it looks like lily of the valley on steroids. So campanula, Canterbury bells, snapdragons, bupleurum, larkspur, sweet William, and right behind that are all of our summer flowers that are coming on pretty quick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, you have a farm, you're growing the flowers. Are you also selling the flowers?
We are.
Okay. How do we purchase those?
Oh gosh, a myriad of ways. My main, or I should say, the thing that I'm focusing on right now is our Kearney Farmers Market stand. So every Saturday from 7 a.m. to noon at the Kearney Farmers Market, Sunrise Hill Flower Farm is there. You can find our booth with my husband and myself. He's usually the one with the iPad. What did you say to him the other day? You said he was...
He's there to be pretty.
There to be pretty. Yeah. And he does that job very well. So we're there on Saturdays, and then we have a farm stand on our property.
Okay.
So that is currently only open sporadically as we have flowers available. So you'd have to kind of go to our website and be part of our newsletter to be informed of that, or follow us on Facebook, whatever.
Okay.
And then we do have a flower subscription. So we have a flower club. If you want to be part of the club, you can choose from a 6 or 12-week subscription, and you can have flowers basically delivered to you every single week for that time period.
Every week?
Every
Wow.
week, yes. So we do all of our premium bouquets, and then I sell wholesale to a few florists in Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, those are our main. I mean, there's always opportunities to, we've taken orders and do some weddings here and there, but that's our main thrust of what we do.
What makes your flower farm unique?
It's 2 old people running it. There's that. Most people have dreams and they start after them when they're young. We decided to go, hey, let's retire to the farm. And so that's one thing. But also the fact that we don't use any chemicals of any kind on our plants. I shouldn't say of any kind. They're not chemicals. We do fertilize, but we use organic fertilizers that's OMRI approved. And we really are working from a designer perspective. I think that's probably the most unique thing about us. So there's what my friend calls it yard flowers. There's yard flowers, and we do grow yard flowers, but they're elevated. So a zinnia, for instance, is a yard flower that she would use as an example. But our zinnias are all doubles. They're all extra large. They're at a specialty type of zinnia.
Gotcha.
So when I am growing something, I'm growing from that designer perspective that I have. What is going to look good in a bouquet? And there's lots of flowers to grow and they look beautiful in the garden, but not everyone has a good vase life. Not everyone really is a nice fit for a good design.
Right.
And
Right.
we try to stick with only those that are going to make a beautiful display on your table.
Nice. How long does that display usually last once I've purchased it?
Depends on the flower. A minimum of 1 week is what we're shooting for. Now, there
Okay.
are flowers that have a naturally shorter vase life, like my love, dahlias. They're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, but they don't want to stick around more than 3 to 5 days,
Interesting.
no matter how recently they're harvested. But I think most people are used to buying flowers, you know, at the flower shop or maybe the grocery store or what
Right.
have you. And those flowers are all imported. So they've already been cut and shipped from South America or whatever. They're maybe 2 weeks old by the time that somebody gets a hold of them, you know, and they've been kept in a cooler, of course, so that
Right.
extends the life. But once they hit, you know, room temperature, they start declining rapidly. Whereas ours are all harvested the day before we sell them.
Okay.
They need that time to kind of condition in the water and make sure that they're fully hydrated. So I'd say, back to your original question, which was how long do they last? Minimum of a week. Most of ours last even longer than that.
Nice.
Because they're so fresh.
Okay. You mentioned the dahlia. You like it. What
Love
is your absolute favorite flower?
Oh, wow. That's a toughie. That's a tough. You know, it's seasonal. It's seasonal for
Okay,
me, right?
okay.
So in the spring, peonies
I
or
love
peonies,
peonies.
depending on
Yes.
where you're from, you know. Those are probably my favorite
Yes.
early spring flower. I do love tulips. I've really gotten into those. This last winter, we grew several hydroponically in our basement, no less.
Oh,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah, illicit tulip thing, like a speakeasy down there or something.
Easy for tulips. That's great.
I know. So I've found some love there that I didn't necessarily have before. In the summertime, though, it starting about end of July is dahlias. I love them. They're the shapes, all the different colors. I mean, I could bore you with all kinds of scientific, you know, stuff about the botany, but really, there's a dahlia for everybody.
Nice.
So
So you've been in the Kearney Holt area for about 5 years?
just shy of 4 years, actually. Yeah.
What's some of your favorite things about the area?
About the area, well, I love Jesse James Park. The walking trail out there is
yeah.
fantastic. I love going out there. We're planning on going to some of the concert series that are
Yes.
coming up, and that's fun. Tobacco Barn Farm. I just love that place.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And of course I would, event spaces and my background, but it's so beautiful. But I just think the thing that I love about Kearney most, and it's not a place, but a thing, is the people.
Yeah.
I really, and this sounds like I'm being schmoozy or schmarmy or whatever, but really, I just haven't met any Kearneyite that hasn't been wonderful. Everybody has been so receptive to the farm, receptive to us individually, and I don't know if it's because I grew up in a small town or what, but I just feel home.
That's
really.
nice. I like that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I like it too.
So is there anything we haven't talked about that you really want the listeners to know about Sunrise Hill?
I think the thing that I want people to understand most about us is that we pride ourselves on quality, and not just quality flowers, but quality communication, quality customer care. It's important to us that people walk away from our booth, from our bouquets, from our dahlia tubers that they purchase, they walk away feeling cared for, feeling appreciated. It's not just another sale. You know, you go to a big box store and you buy something like that, it's just another sale to them.
Right.
But for us, it matters. I mean, it's the thing that makes our livelihood possible. And so I think I want folks to know that we value them, and that I hope that they feel valued when we're all done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so website, phone number, what would you like to share?
All the things.
Okay, go for it.
They all sound very similar. So sunrisehillflowerfarm.com. We try to keep it simple. It's a lot of words, but real simple to remember. So feel free to go there. Sign up for our newsletter. That is the main way way for you to stay in contact with us. Obviously, I post a lot on Facebook and Instagram, but then I'm fighting an algorithm to make sure that you see what I'm trying to tell you. So we put out our newsletter, and a newsletter is a very grandiose word for it. It's really just a quickie email telling you what's going on about every other week. I don't really have much time for much else, so it's not spammy. So sunrisehillflowerfarm.com, sign up for our newsletter. If you need to reach me, if you want to just talk dahlias, talk flowers, whatever, 816-456-9156. It's my cell phone. You may or may not get me. I may be in the field. My, my reception out there is a little spotty, but text me if you can't. So, but I'd love to chat. Yeah.
That's great. Michele, thank you so much for being here. This has been fun.
Yeah,
I'd love to come out to the farm sometime and see it.
Please do. We will be having some events this year, so pay attention to that newsletter.
All right, we'll do. I'm Stacie Bratcher with the Kearney Chamber of Commerce, and this is Take Note Kearney, sponsored by the Kearney Trust Company, supporting the Kearney community since 1882. Thank you for watching.